What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Everything is Stupid podcast. I'm your host, Jace Caden, joined once again by the homies Alex Sells and Chase Lukey. Say what's up, boys.
What's up, boys?
What's going on?
Back with another episode today. We're coming in with a couple more articles that might intrigue you and confuse you. Started off real quick from FM 99 WNOR. I don't know what city this is from. I don't care. But it says a police department has issued a bolo for an aggressive chicken. So apparently there was a chicken roaming the streets of San Francisco when a police department got a call that said that there was a chicken on the loose attacking people running down a main boulevard. Police as well as healthcare professionals showed up to the scene and tried to, I guess, get the chicken to calm down. But it attacked two of the officers and in turn was finally apprehended by animal control. Where are you hiding a chicken in San Francisco? Like, where did that chicken come from?
Yeah,
you just got a row house with a gaggle of chickens up top?
All I know, too, is I would not be calling the police. I'd be calling, it's San Francisco. I don't know where farmers are, but I'd be calling a ranch hand or something, man. Like, cop knows how to handle it.
No, not even that.
Please help.
Not even that.
There's a chicken out here, and everyone's so scared. Please come as fast as you can.
I'm calling Walmart and saying, hey, how much charcoal do you guys have? That's what I'm doing. I'm throwing that thing in the back of the truck, toe strapping it in the back of the truck, taking it home, and trying to explain to my significant other why I have a live chicken for dinner. But
urban hunting.
All right, honey.
I mean, that is
need
like
you to break its neck.
I got the chicken. You gotta do the rest. I did like the hardest part. This thing is not happy.
Ring it, baby.
Man. I mean, yeah, it's in San Francisco. Was it? So I guess this would be my ideal situation is if they had a follow-up that said like a homeless man was like raising a chicken and like, you know how like homeless people a lot of times have dogs?
Damn, right.
Like
Sad.
this guy was just so messed up that he had like a chicken as his pet. And that's why he was so angry because the homeless guy was so angry all the time and just like those lions that just mimicked his owner.
It's the gritty reboot to the movie Chicken Run. It's the sequel that never got made.
Chicken Little did not age well.
Gosh.
He is very aggressive.
Too intense for young audiences. He broke his drug addiction, and now he's just a chicken on the run.
It's like, have you guys ever seen that Fairbarn Films video where it's like The Incredibles, like 10 years later, and they're like, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "Nothing much." And he's like, "You're Flash, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." And they're like, "How's the family?" And they're like, "Not good. Like Violet went like invisible a while ago, and like mom got hooked on like meth or whatever." And it like it's really dark, but it's like,
Oh my gosh.
it's the Chicken Little descent, dude. No, the mommy says because the mom's the shapeshifter, right? And
She's Elastigirl.
yeah, she's Elastigirl. So he says that she's been like stripping because she can make her bum like as big as she wants. He's like, it brings in the big bucks. That's how we're supporting the family.
Who was Flash? Was
Yeah.
it the bigger kid?
Yeah, yes, Flash was the bigger kid. And then the little kid, like Jojo or whatever, was like, yeah, he has a really bad like meth addiction. And he's like, really? He's like 10. He's like, dude, he's like 16 now. It's wild. It was one of their funnier videos. I was dying just about the entire time, but that's funny. Chicken Little descended to this, and The Incredibles didn't do much better. But what you got for us first, Alec?
So let's keep it going with this animal thing. So I got a fish store in Kuwait that was shut down by authorities because the owners were putting googly eyes on their fish to make it look fresher.
Oh, yes, it's still alive. Look at the eye.
The freshness of a fish can be indeed judged by its eyes. Therefore, if they're glazed, people don't want it. So why not put googly eyes on it?
Yep. If it's
Was that
looking at you,
from
it's
the
good
article?
to eat.
Is that like legit? Like you look at the eyes to see how fresh the fish are?
Yeah, so the freshness of a fish can be judged by its eyes. So the wider the fish's eyes, the more recently it was caught. Because you can kind of tell. Like I know y'all go out to the lake too. Like you see a dead fish floating, they get those real glazed eyes, like they've been dead for a little while. But if it's fresh,
I just know they're dead because they're floating.
yeah, true, fair enough.
I don't really look at the eyes.
It's almost like a dog when they go blind, how their eyes are just glossed over.
Kind of glazed over. Yeah.
Yeah. So, these guys are like, "Oh, we got this. We can rig the system, baby. Let's just put some googly eyes on there."
I'll be honest though. Like I feel like I'm not much of a fish person, but like if I walked in and like saw fish with googly eyes on them, there's like a 50-50 chance I'm buying fish, even if I'm not going to cook it, so I can take it home and be like, "Look at this. You guys ever seen this?"
Yeah.
Just like
True.
shaking,
Whether
its
you
eyes
eat
are
it or
going
not,
everywhere.
good sale tactic.
The googly eyes, man. I'm gonna have to keep that one in the back pocket for when this whole roofing and construction thing doesn't work out, and I got to become a fishmonger. But animals are crazy, man. And the people that sell them are even crazier. I think Tiger King taught us that. But
yeah.
maybe Carol Baskin was involved with this fish hatchery or wherever they were getting their fish from.
Almost certainly.
But it probably was 50-50 chance. Hit us with your first one there, Cheese. Take us away.
All right, coming in hot with this one. Randy couple put their lives at risk with steamy sex session on railroad tracks.
How does it end?
I want to know. I haven't read that far yet. I just like the headline because I think that's stupid enough right there.
I'm wondering, or keep going, go Cheese.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I mean, they had to have hit a real dead end in their relationship and try to spark
That's exactly
spark
what
up
I
the
was
romance.
about.
Yeah.
Like you're either super young and you're like, "Hey, the railroad is the most isolated place I know," or you're so far into your dead marriage that you're like, "All right, we got to do something crazy."
I mean, I just imagine it being like one of those old 1920s black and white films where people for some reason are always getting tied to train tracks.
Yeah, the old westerns.
The old western dude, and he's just like, "Look, we both want to die, so let's just spice things up, give both of us a chance, and then just see what happens." And then just imagine you're like, okay, so here's the question: if you're the train coming, if you're a train conductor and you see that in front of you, do you run them over because you're like, these people don't need to be alive, or do you stop it and let them finish their blessed session?
Well, they got an interview here in the article from him. So this is the Scottish Sun. So this happened in Scotland, hence why they called him the Randy couple. Do I make you Randy, baby? They were seen by a startled freight train driver on Wednesday and later spotted running off over a bridge looking disheveled. A source said, "In all my 40 years working on the railway, I've never seen anything like it. They were obviously looking for a quick thrill, but if a train had come, they definitely would have been killed." So that wasn't the train conductor, just some onlookers like, hell, what are they doing over here?
Man.
What a way to go. At least they would have died with a smile on their faces, I guess.
That or if the marriage was dead, they would just die unhappy.
Yeah,
They would just be like, "Yeah, this is done now." They had a last hurrah.
So multiple trains saw them. They were all aware. They were all informed and communicating
Multiple
with each
trains?
other.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
They're
they were
just
like-
waving at him as they go by. They're like, "Hey, Dave, you're not going to believe this. You're on track 6, right? Yeah, just wait till you get to the bridge."
really getting it on over there.
Oh, man. People just trying to have some fun. Just like this man who tried to deposit 2 bags of cocaine into his bank account. It says he walked into the bank with a backpack, presented the teller with 2 bags that were completely covered. She asked what was in it. He said he would like to deposit it. She said, "I need to know the amount of cash in the bag before I can." He said, "Oh, this isn't cash," and proceeded to pull out cocaine and just lay it on the table.
Yeah, do I get a high yield return for this stuff, or
What's the savings account interest on this? Like, can you guys just hang on to this for a while? Like, the cops are pretty on my tail. Like, I figure like they're not gonna check your vault. You know what I mean? So like, can you guys just put it back there?
My buddy said to deposit liquid cash, but I mean, I only had powdered form, so you guys take this.
When I withdraw, I'd like cash too, please. Not my drugs back.
I do have my debit card though. If you could just look the account up.
Don't mind
what
the
are you-
cocaine traces on
What
my
are
debit
you
card.
thinking? Taking drugs to a bank and saying, "Hey, man, can you just put this in my account?"
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Like, not even trying your
Everything is
safe
stupid,
box.
dude.
Put this in my account. I want to be able to check my online banking and see how much grams I have left.
Would you like a receipt with your balance on it? Yes, and can you make sure that's in kilos? So this says police were unable to capture the man who led them on a low-speed chase aboard a Bobcat tractor after he tried to deposit 2 bags of cocaine at the bank. So he didn't even have a car to get away, and it was a good old boy. And turned it in, got on his tractor, and started hauling down the roads of Illinois. I wish it would say what part, because like I would much rather this happen in like Chicago, like like he's just like ripping down downtown Chicago on a
In a
tractor.
In that low speed chase.
Jeez, that low speed chase, dude. Oh man,
That's what they used to call me in middle school.
low speed chase. Oh man,
Bad
That's
memories.
funny. There were 2 chases on the team. We had to find a way to differentiate ourselves. He was Chase. I was low speed Chase. Oh man, that's funny. But what you got next for us, Alec?
All right, so I got a one about doctors and inventing new tools because
Oh boy.
a man got a 23-inch dildo stuck in his rectum. So doctors in Milan had to get creative in order to remove this from this 31-year-old man's body. They were forced to
gosh.
create a medical device. It said the toy became inaccessible by hand, so it required medical attention. And the man, he chooses to remain unidentified, I would too.
Of course.
But,
yeah. Why would you put your name on that?
He said
Please
all
tell
he
no one.
experienced was minor abdominal pain, and other than that,
Minor?
minor. And other than that, reported no discomfort, despite there being a 2-foot long plastic
Yep.
thing in your body.
Well, dude, and the picture, it's like up to his spinal cord. Like this guy must have had the best posture. Like he must have thought it was one of these like new wave posture devices where someone kept telling him like quit hunching, like
Do you
stand up
slouch
straight.
at your work desk all day? Well, here's the solution.
Yeah. It's your boss trying to like keep you at your chair.
Sometimes
Gets a bunch of
very
lawsuits.
stupid things create great things, new
Yeah,
inventions.
now they have that tool.
And yeah, what if that suddenly gets like, I mean, they figure out they can use that for tons of other things, you know? Appendectomies,
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever the fuck else. organ
That's kind
stuff
of what
to-
they say farther down. It was a homemade device that was double wrapped wire inserted into a catheter
My gosh.
in order to
Jeez. They
create
just-
a noose. In essence,
So they
they
did a
made a lasso.
coat hanger abortion. They did a coat hanger abortion.
Yeah, they
in
just
his
went down to
rectum to get
they-
a 2-foot dildo out of him.
they went to the local Planned Parenthood and just borrowed some supplies.
Hey man, we got a problem that we've never seen.
You are not going to believe this.
We're gonna knock
Yes,
you out.
I am
and
a
fish
real
around
doctor,
for a
but we
little
need your
bit.
help. Oh man.
Going ice fishing in your ass, dude.
Oh man.
They did share it with doctors worldwide, though, if anybody encounters a similar situation out there.
Oh yeah, that opens the floodgates. Now other people know that they can be helped if they get stuck in the same.
All those
predicament.
people that were worried about pressing add to cart are now like, oh, we're good. They got the tool now.
No, okay.
Damn,
Oh, man.
talk about a shitty situation.
Oh man.
But
Like, dude, if I was that doctor, it would take like when he explained to me the situation, like it would take me like no less than 45 minutes to even like look this guy in the eyes and be like, I'm sorry, what did you just say? Like I've like just posted to all my social media. Every doctor in this building is on their way. Like, what were you saying is wrong with you?
I couldn't bring myself to thank the nurses and the doctors or anything like that. I just like look down, shake the surgeon's hand.
You just leave.
Just like
Just walk out, head down. You don't even wait to get out of the little gown they give you. You just walk out. You're like, how come I take it any
It's
worse?
never happened.
Can you guys call me a cab?
I can't believe this was my biggest operation yet.
Yeah, it's some guy fresh out of med school. He's like, I want to do heart transplants and help people. And then this is the first guy that walks in and he's like, should have been an accountant. Oh, geez. Well, that's a big problem. And it sounds like they found a solution, which is modern day ingenuity at its finest. But give us some big news here, Cheese. What you got next for us?
All right, what are time? Oh yeah, we got time for another one. All right, so from the Calgary Herald, stolen nuclear gauge recovered after Calgary police warned the thief risked radiation exposure. So a guy stole a nuclear gauge from a parked SUV and about $20,000 in construction equipment and
Jeez.
subjected himself for, I guess, a couple of days to enough radiation to like seriously make him ill.
So I guess here's my question is like, if you're that guy, you're like, I was drunk, I stole this, but like, where is this radiation? Like in Canada? Like, that would be my first question is I'm like, okay, I got the meter, but like, what has it been close to recently? Like, what part of this country has radiation that bad that like this meter is going to get me sick? Like, did some guy from like Russia like just come back from like whatever it is, Chernobyl, like with his stuff?
It looks big. It looks like heavy duty. Like, I'm sure he didn't like have any idea what it was, and it's just like, oh, this looks like some expensive construction tool.
Yeah, I
shit.
could make some
And-
money from this.
And yeah, I mean, because it's locked away. It's got, well, I mean, it does have like a giant nuclear radiation warning thing, like smack dab on the front of this big yellow latch, triple latched box. So like maybe he could have realized that there was something off about that, not safe with it. But
Gosh.
yeah, man.
I mean, what, like, okay, how hard is it to find a buyer for that? Like, surely that's not something you pop in Facebook Marketplace and like 30 minutes later, some guy's like, hey, will you take $450 for it? like what kind of market is there secondhand for these devices?
Feds are like, yeah, there is literally one nuclear radiation gauge for sale on Craigslist in all of the entire country right now. It's got to be him.
It can't be.
It's gotta be.
It's someone else. We
got him,
gotta look
boys.
deeper.
The government makes these. People can't buy them. This has to be him.
Crazy yellow
Oh,
box, big warning stickers, $400 OBO.
Says proper. Yeah.
OBO.
No clue what it does. No HDMI outputs. Oh gosh. That I mean, it's good. Like, Canada poops on us a lot about us Americans being stupid. It's good every now and then to have Canada get pooped on.
Yeah, it goes both
for
ways.
their idiocracy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I actually think you have the Florida man of the day for us here, Cheese, if you want to get into that.
Yes. Let me re-navigate over to where that was so I can actually pull up the article. Let me see here. I screenshotted it. I don't know if that's... So what have you guys been doing today?
It's just still doing COVID stuff.
The good old
Just hanging
COVID.
out.
Okay, got
Wait.
it. So Florida man Florida man arrested for driving with his penis out.
That's a whole headline.
Yep. And the man, so he was stopped by police, and police are like, dude, why is your Johnson out right now? Why is it just hanging there suspended?
Just little swamp balls.
And he's like, yeah, he told the officers that he often drives with his penis exposed because he gets hot and has to air it out. And it is Florida, dude. It's swampy down there, so you get like swamp nuts. And
Oh, it's definitely swampy down there.
so
I
he's
get
just,
the logic for that.
I do. I can't really honestly condemn him, but like put it away at least when the officers get up to your car window.
Yeah, they're not
It
quick.
just- oh, what's up?
It was
Oh, sorry. I'm just really happy to see you. I have a problem that maybe you can help me with.
dude.
I saw a video online that said this is how I'm supposed to start these interactions.
Bro, the conversations in here. Florida man Justin Moser had a very legit reason for driving with very legit, in quotes, very legit reason for driving around with his penis out and allegedly stroking it as he pulled up next to woman driving
Oh my
around
gosh.
Avon Park, Florida, a town right in the middle of nowhere, Florida. It gets hot and he needs to air it out. Legit reason. It's hot AF season in Avon Park and the humidity is rising. Justin needs to air it out. Simple as that. Yeah, I know Justin was accused of doing it 8 a.m. on a Monday. Sun comes up.
8 a.m. on a Monday?
Sun comes up and it's hot AF. If you're shocked by this defense out of Florida man, you don't know Florida man very well. What
Okay,
is
see
this?
now it bothers me because you're using swamp sweat as a perverted reason when that's a very legitimate problem.
Did you just wake up late and like miss part of your morning routine or something? And you're like, no, I just get like the sweat. Like I'm wearing khakis, so like people are gonna be able to see if I like sweat through. So I figured I'd just take care of this on the drive. I got all the little AC vents pointed right down at my lap,
Dude,
and
this guy is a certified fucking idiot for real. So like it was the police officer, it was an investigator that was next to him, a woman in the car next to him that he was doing it to. And according to the sheriff's office, Moser claimed, he himself claimed he has done this 4 or 5 times before to random women while driving down the road. He just
why would you admit that?
Why?
Yeah,
He
why?
just because he's certifiably actually stupid. This is a real idiot we got here, boys. We got one.
Oh,
We got one on the line.
gosh.
Well, dude, just imagine being that like officer where like you see that and like you like take a double take and then you just like reach for your lights and you're like whoop whoop. And he's like, oh gosh, no, doesn't even bother to like put it away. She walks up. She's like, what's going on? And he's like, I think you know what's going on.
You
Just
pulled
airing
me
out
over
my
for
shit.
a reason, didn't you?
Just staring out my junk. Sure is hot today.
Detective
Okay.
said he showed no remorse for his actions.
Oh my gosh.
Why would you at that
Dude,
point?
if he gets off, he's just gonna be out there at large doing this to everyone. The guy's just gonna be driving around with his pecker out, fucking unstoppable force.
So was it? Okay. So does it say whether it was a closed vehicle or he was in a convertible?
Or he's like a Jeep with no doors. Just
A Jeep with no
Bro.
doors.
Bro.
She just looks over. He's just
There's a
he's just
picture
driving
of him,
with his
man.
third leg.
It looks like Mason. It looks like Mason without glasses. Oh my god.
Mason Parkey.
Yeah, dude. I wasn't gonna drop his last name, but it looks like Mason.
Mason did just get back from Florida.
Oh shit. This is what he does.
He thought that was his
Weekend
disguise. He
Did
just
he
took
get
his
back
glasses
a
off.
couple days later than expected?
Yeah, he took a while to respond. So who knows, man?
Oh god.
Florida is every time. Like I mean, Florida articles are the easiest to find, but I think it's still amazing every single time because they keep one-upping themselves. It's just like it's its own place, and like I'm very proud to be a part of the country that that took them in. It's pretty much like a foster child that you don't really want, but like they've been there so long that you don't have the heart to say like we don't want you anymore. But what we do want is y'all to keep listening. Thank you for tuning in to the Everything is Stupid podcast. I am your host, Jace Caton, once again joined by the boys, A-Cells and Chase Lukey. It does mean a lot to us that you guys tune in and listen. Thank you guys, and we will catch you on the flippy flop.
Deuces.
Later.